I'm really sorry.
Whenever you're ready, guys.
I'm really sorry, but can you tell that again about from your perspective? I apologize.
Yeah. No, look, got assessed a 2-stroke penalty on 4 yesterday for what we had deemed to be an okay thing. And the only reason why we deemed that what we had in our notes was okay was because he had asked other officials, he had asked other caddies, and it sounded as if other people were doing this. And when you ask an official something, you assume it's right. Well, apparently, if they tell you something wrong one day in a different tournament, it does not carry on. And I understand that. We made the mistake. But look, from our understanding, it was fine to use a level on the practice green and see how putts break and write that down. And obviously it's not. But it just seems like there's such a gray line in today's rules. And not with a lot of rules, but just with things like this, he said he made it clear, but I think if you go ask, JJ was asking every caddy today, and obviously there's a small field, but asking all the caddies, all the players, and it seemed as if, we weren't doing things wrong, right? And I think you can ask other players, and look, at the end of the day, we made the mistake, and it's on us. Thankfully, it only happened that one time, and I promise you it only did happen on the 4th hole because he read a putt wrong on the first hole with his feet, and I fired him on the first round from reading my putts, and it was what it was. And look, it's not how I wanted to end 2023. But to know that, for me, not hitting balls up until Monday and taking pretty much a month off because of multiple reasons, it's nice to just know that I can, still put together a few rounds even when shit hits the fan.
Was it you were 6 back when you woke up this morning, and then you find out you're 8 back? I mean, does that just change the whole psychological mentality of what you're trying to do?
To be honest, I didn't know I was 8 back until 25 minutes before I was teeing off. JJ got a text from Stephen Cox in the morning, and he didn't let me know because he just didn't want me to worry about anything. And then we started warming up, and about 45 minutes left in my warm-up, that's when he got another text from Stephen to say meet in the locker room. And, we go there and we're looking for him, and he's nowhere to be found. And that's just more frustrating on my part because, look, at the end of the day, just be direct. We're too much back and forth with everything in today's golf world, right?
Yeah.
Just be direct and tell me, am I playing? Am I not playing? Am I just give it to me, right? And it's kind of going around the bush. Look, I get it. No one wants to hurt anyone's feelings, and it is what it is. Yeah.
So how did you collect yourself then to say, okay, now I'm 8 back?
Look, I'm not going to fight it. If I broke the rules, I broke the rules, and that's on me, right? I have to take it, and I was 6 back. Well, I was actually 8 back, and it's not like 8 backs, doable that often. But at the end of the day, I just wanted to finish out 2023 on a good note. It's been a long day though since that's happened. Just kind of. I know how JJ feels, and I feel for him because he does such a tremendous job. So it's just it's not the way we want to finish out 2023, but a lot to look forward to coming into next year for us.
Collin, what's your understanding of how this came to light? What did the officials act on?
Say that again.
How did it come? How did they come to investigate this? What?
I think Fitzy overheard us just kind of on the 4th hole yesterday, and I had like a 10-footer up the hill, 10-footer up the hill, kind of for par, and I just asked JJ, and I think he just kind of looked at JJ, and instead of, because in the past we've just kind of just memorized and seen stuff and all that stuff, and I think he just saw JJ look in his book, and obviously that's concerning if someone's looking in their book, but from our perspective, it was fine. And
did Matt say anything to you?
I'm sorry?
Did Fitz say anything to you?
No, I haven't really seen him at all.
Are you surprised that it wasn't brought to your attention during the round if he had a problem then, or even right
Well,
after?
I guess, yeah. I don't know when Fitz could have brought it up, right? Whether it was after scoring or I have no clue, right?
Sounds like they weren't aware till last night, the rules people.
Yeah, so I don't know what to do. It's like, do you report? I can't speak on behalf of Matt. He did what any competitor should do. It just sucks that from our understanding and from JJ's questioning of officials, it's like, what do we trust now, right? And like, you know, it's not like he has the exact conversation that he can pull out on a mic and say this is what they said, but we're not doing this if we're jumping on the line of being okay to not, you know, like I'm not trying to cheat like that. He would never do that. I would never do that. So he did his due diligence, and apparently it was just kind of a lot of gray area. And you know what Steven said apparently to JJ this morning, that it was a gray area in all this. Why are there gray areas? There shouldn't be gray areas in the rules, right? That's what rules are for. So if he told JJ this morning, that's why JJ didn't bring it up until we were about to go warm up. It's like, well, if he doesn't understand the rules and he has to go ask other people, then what's the point of having these rules officials if they don't know the rules? So I don't know. It's frustrating to end the year like this, but
It's unclear to me. Is this something, putting the notes in his notebook, that he had done just this week, or?
Yeah, so he just did it this week. It was like on Wednesday afternoon after our pro-am, he went out, you know, from 4 to 10 feet, 4, 6, 8, 10 feet. He just kind of, I think he would go measure a slope, and then he would hit a putt and look at it and be like, all right, well, that was about 1 inch out. So, and then, you know, on our level, we have the amount of inches just so we can practice. So I'm sure he put out tees out there and tried to figure that out. But look, from our understanding, other people have done it in the past. It's not like the first time he's heard of it. He just figured, why not give it a go? And shit turned on us.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for stopping.